Hello and welcome to my greenhouse. I'm sitting in here today and it's getting quite hot, but I thought it would be rather fun to talk to you from my greenhouse. I used to have a lean-to at the back of my house, but I lost the roof in the last storm, so I wanted a place where I could be outside still and out of the wind. And I thought, brilliant, my greenhouse. So I'd already started growing plants, but I had a bit of a clear up at the weekend and made space so I can sit in here and talk to you. And I thought it would be a great way if you don't have an outside space or you don't have a greenhouse, that I can share my greenhouse with you virtually. And then I got to thinking about what a greenhouse actually means. And I think that it symbolises quite a lot of what life's like for us at the moment and what we need. Because it's not just a building made of glass, is it? It's, if you think about the seeds, we plant the seeds, it's about growth, and we're planting the seeds, we're nurturing the seeds. And it's like we're planting new ideas, we're nurturing those ideas, we're looking at new ways to live and to work and to connect. And it's the same with growing. We're always looking for the best ways and the best ideas to get the most out of our plants, to make them grow healthy. And then it's about giving and sustaining life as well, isn't it? Which is obviously what all our NHS workers and carers, the doctors, nurses, paramedics, porters, everybody on the front line, it's about what they're doing. That's their purpose, isn't it? And they're doing an amazing job. And then a greenhouse is also about warmth and protection and safety. And that's what we're doing at the moment by social distancing, by staying at home. We're protecting ourselves, but we're protecting others as well. And it's that warmth that the greenhouse gives to the seeds. We are giving that warmth to our fellow human beings. And you look at some of the amazing random acts of kindness. So it's that warmth as well. And I think also it symbolises hope, because you plant something in your greenhouse, you plant your seeds and you're hoping that they're going to develop into plants and you'll be able to eat the tomatoes or whatever it is you're growing. So, and that's what life should be like for us too, is also hope for the future and hope for what's going to happen when this pandemic is over. So I think the greenhouse is quite a building of our time, so to speak. So if I'm going to sit in my greenhouse with you every week, I think I should introduce the occupants to you. So you'll probably recognise these as tomato plants. So we've got those growing there. We've got some peppers here. And these at the front are sunflowers. I grow them from my own seeds every year. I adore sunflowers. And then we've got some Brussels sprouts. I am ashamed to say, well, actually, no, I'm not ashamed to say. I absolutely adore Brussels sprouts, so I'm growing my own. And I've got some lettuce over there and some radish. I've got some parsnip growing. Over here I've got some beetroot. In fact, I'm growing this, I'm recycling, I think this had chicken steaks in it or something. I just put some holes in the bottom and I'm recycling them to grow my seeds. I've got some onions over there, and these you might find particularly interesting. Let me get these a bit nearer the camera. These are actually loofahs, loofah plants. You know, loofahs as in the shower, scrubbing your back jobbies? That's what they are, and I'm hoping to grow those so that I can use them in the kitchen instead of those horrible little green plastic things. So that's my environmental plant there. And then these here, these I'm very disappointed They are runner beans and they are not germinating. And again, I've used plastic bottles here as little cloches to go over the top of the pots to hopefully encourage them. So there they all are. So hopefully as the weeks go by, hopefully they'll grow and we can see their growth and we can share that together. And then if you have any tips, what you think I could do to make them grow better, then let me know. But the other part of this video obviously is to talk to you about some of the things that I'm doing. And I wanted to introduce a book to you. Now, this probably would have been up on Amazon ready for sale by now, but unfortunately it's taking Amazon, it's not really their fault, but it's taking a long time to get the proof copies so that we can check it before we make it live. So I thought I would make a mock-up of the book and introduce it to you anyway. I have shared the cover once before on my Facebook, I think, a few weeks ago. Now, unfortunately, this is also a sign of the times in that I've run out of ink and I can't get any more at the moment, so you'll just have to pretend those lines aren't there. But this is the cover. I've actually used a book. In fact, actually, I'll show you this book as well because it's quite a nice book. I was involved with this as well. I helped Surasita with this, the author, and he is an ordained Buddhist minister and he's written a number of books. You can find him, if you Google the Happy Buddha, you can find him in his books. He's all about mindfulness, meditation, and actually it's quite a good book for this kind of time. So I've actually used his book because it's the same size as Rosemary's is going to be, and hers is called The Scent of Jasmine. Now, when I received the manuscript from Rosemary before I produced the book, I was really excited about it. I read the first chapter and I couldn't stop. It's brilliant. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read you the blurb to give you a little bit more information about it before it's released. So here we go. Jasmine is shocked to discover that she has inherited money and a property in the countryside from a woman proclaiming to be her birth mother. Travelling to the country cottage to try to uncover the mystery, Jasmine discovers documents, possibly written by the woman Anna, which seem to be autobiographical. I always get stuck on that word. Autobiographical. Autobiographical. Third time lucky. Okay. However, the documents are not in chronological order and are very confusing. Her handsome, seemingly wealthy new neighbour offers to help her sort out the documents. However, his curiosity about Anna's life seems a little obsessive. Does he have an ulterior motive for offering his help? Jasmine is taken back and forth, both historically and geographically, through Anna's voice, into a world seemingly shrouded in strange, disconnected anecdotes. Will she ever find all the pieces of this jigsaw puzzle? As she tries to piece together Anna's life, Jasmine discovers more about her own and what is really important to her. And a shocking revelation will change Jasmine's life forever. So I'm really excited. I'm going to be publishing that soon. It's a great story. Look out obviously for it later on Amazon. It's going to be a good read. It is a bit thicker than this one, I must say, but there we go. So that's what I wanted to introduce to you today. Now, if you want to get in touch with me, then you can do at publish@goldcrestbooks.com, or you can leave comments wherever you see this video. I shall enable those. You can go to my website at goldcrestbooks.com, where you can catch up with this video and others that I shall be doing. And look out for the hashtag gossip in the greenhouse. And I will see you again. Hopefully these plants will have grown a bit by then. Okay. And I thought it was just a great way to share my greenhouse with those of you who don't have one or don't have an outside space. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to talking to you again next week. Right then, let's see what you're doing, runner beans, shall we?